Dead what inspired you to get into comedy?
Working with you, Stephen, that's what I thought. You're my inspiration. I've told you that so many times. You don't need to ask. No, I always was into comedy. I just loved laughing and just loved having a bit of banter. From school, used to do impressions of the teachers. So it saved me getting into trouble. I thought I'd try and turn it into something positive. And then when I was 19, I did my first ever open mic gig, and it was just brilliant.
Where was that?
It was at Blackfriars in the Merchant City. Do you know where that is? Just in the town.
I don't Merchant City, that's the one.
Aye, that's it. Well, I'll take you there. Don't worry, we'll go there on the night out. And it's down the stairs. The club was in there, and it was just this tiny wee pokey room. And it was just a small stage. I just remember it just smelled really bad. And I thought, this is good. People have to laugh if they're in here. And it was great. They just did 5 minutes, and that was it. That was the start of it.
You think that? Because I was at a comedy night a couple of months ago, and like nobody was laughing. It was the teenage bang ever.
Was I on stage? Was that what was happening?
So nobody was laughing.
But how do you feel, see, when you're in the audience? Do you feel awkward when that's happening? I know.
Because you're like, somebody laugh.
I know. Well, I've been in the crowd, and I've been there when nobody's laughing. Now, usually I'm going, that's good, I'm glad it's not me. But it feels awkward for the crowd, especially a small room where there's not a lot of audience in there. So that's what it was. And see, when I was starting out, and anybody that's starting out comedy and thinking about it, realise this, see in the first year or two, you're going to have a lot of nights like that where nobody's laughing, where nobody gets you, because you're not experienced and you don't know what works yet. But see if you can push through that and you still want to do it and keep improving, you will eventually get there.
What is it like doing the Edinburgh Festival?
Edinburgh Festival, that was intimidating. That was like, that's scary, because that Edinburgh Festival, for those who don't know, it's like the World Cup of comedy. So like, obviously we host it, so that's the only reason Scotland qualifies. And every comedian wants to be there because all the big acts come from all over the world.
It's the biggest festival in
anywhere and on the planet. Any arts, you know, music or anything like that, but especially for comedy, it's the biggest in the world. So many good acts there, and you want to measure yourself against them. So it's a brilliant experience. You learn so much by doing it. But the first time you go there, it's intimidating because you don't know where the crowd's from. They're not all Scottish. You're saying, how you doing? Yeah, where are you from? The Filipinos. Oh, well, you'll know about jokes about Castlemilk. This is going to go well. But once you get over that, it's a total education, and the more you do it, it's a brilliant learning experience. And every time you do it, every year, you just get a bit better and better, and it's all about developing your talent.
That's good. What things inspired you to create your comedy routine?
Oh man. Do you know what? Growing up, that's what it was. I was a really hairy wee boy growing up. I was like a Wookiee. I looked like like I was fuzzy. You know, I had a moustache when I was 5, so I had to have a sense of humour. People walked into the class and thought that Johnny was doing maths, so I had a wee moustache. I looked like Super Mario, and I just wasn't very confident. But in my head, I had all these wee jokes, and I used to watch the telly. I love watching Billy Connolly. Do you know, like Billy Connolly? I used to love watching him, Harry Hill, people like that, just daft humour, always made me laugh, and I just had all these wee ideas in my head. And then when I was 11 or 12, I did my school talent show. I went to Holyrood Secondary School on the south side of Glasgow, and it went well. Like, we used to do just daft impressions of the teachers, me and my mate, and it was just so good having like people like you, because I hadn't had that before, and that was it. And just, I think when you come from anywhere where maybe, I mean, we didn't have a lot of money, so we just had to have a laugh about things, and I lived up the high flats, and it was just mad. I mean, there was, like, you didn't know now, but you're just walking down, just past junkies going, all right, mate, just thinking, yeah, they're my pals. Just thought it was just weird, and that's just, so I just remember growing up in Glasgow, and I think we've got a good sense of humour in Glasgow and all of Scotland as well. And that was it. It was just all around me at that stage, and I just thought one day I'm going to get out there, and then eventually did it.
Do you ever get stage fright?
Yes. I'm getting it right now. You're an intimidating man, do you know what I mean? This is like being on Graham Norton or Jonathan Ross. It's a tough interview. But aye, and this is actually good for anybody that's getting into comedy or presenting or anything that involves getting in front of a crowd. Even if you're doing a presentation at college or uni or at your work, that you will have nerves before you go on, whatever level you're at. And even when you're doing it for a long time, you'll still get a wee buzz, especially if it's a big gig or a new gig. Try and turn the nerves into a positive thing. So for me, I was really nervous before I started doing gigs, but I would try and Like, I used to pace about backstage. I'd burn a hole in the carpet, man. I was like moonwalking, and people would wonder, what's he all about? You know, why does he do it if he gets so nervous? But I knew that I really wanted to do it. So try and turn it into a positive thing, and try and turn it into whatever your energy is. So some comedians will try and calm it down, be like deadpan, whereas I was like, oh, I'm going to go mental here. But the only thing I would say is try not to freeze, try not to think about it when you're on stage. You know yourself, you've spoken in front of crowds before.
I done it in my previous college.
How did you find it?
I nervous.
But the thing is, crowds generally are there to help you. Like, you get the odd dafty. But most of the time, especially in your college or your work, people are there to see you do well. They want to listen to you. So if you can try and put that positive frame of mind into your head, and just be yourself. That's it. And see if you make a mistake, don't get all het up about it. Just say, I've pure messed it up, by the way. I've no idea what I'm doing. And they'll appreciate you for that. So that's the only thing I would say. Just never panic on stage and just know what you're doing, and then you'll be fine.
Stephen, how much the rest do you need filmed?
No, that's it.
That'd be enough.
That's it.